there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Still on his feet, just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on, he is smashing people, and he waltzes in for the score. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times in home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Owls offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The play-action fake. Fires to the right. It's complete. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team. There was some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready.
And he intercepts it.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one into the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They're going to run it to the right. Still running at the 40. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+, I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the Cowboys get it past the sticks.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history. Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 72 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Stayed behind his pads, kept finding the space. He got 9 on the play. It'll be 4th and 2. So the offense will go for it around midfield. Try to get it on the ground. Using the spin move. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the... Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still... The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from Justin. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Never a doubt. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll try the right side. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. At the 40, there he goes. What a play by this offense, finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Flores. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Complete out of the backfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down. The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. The aerial assault continues. Dances away from the heat. He'll throw it. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Quick completion to the right. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive hit.
And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He looks that one in nicely. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Cowboys will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Oklahoma State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the...
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Oh, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. This offense has a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Pressure, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. The defense takes matters into their own hands. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the move from inside is 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. They're getting this guy lathered up. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Now he's looking to throw it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this off.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. The 40, at the 30, the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Owls. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Quarterback checking off. To throw, it's Flores. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in San Antonio as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
And the Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Line gets set. First down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. He'll take a shot. Makes the grab. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the beatdown has ensued.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Wants to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And he makes the catch at the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the route is on. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much.
Can anyone catch him? And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He's looking to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Alexander.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Leaves it with the back. On the move is the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. The give to the tailback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Who gets gives a hoot. The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Steps away to find some room. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on first down, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State! And the pummeling has started. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Atkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Power football with the run. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be dragged down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Oh, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Flores. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. They want to just keep throwing it. He makes the connection. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Touchdown, Cowboy! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
From the gun, the running back has it. Keeps the legs moving. At the 45, on his way. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Owls. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Flores. He's taking the shot. And he's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Oklahoma State.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Going up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He finds his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough? Deep shot for the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The short hands, it's Carter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He wants to throw it again, using the quick game. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Turns it on at midfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They're bringing heat. And he will take it in. Touchdown out.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Here's the handoff. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's knocked down. They'll lose a couple. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Nice move, creates some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They go 83 yards on the drive, and he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Snagged in the middle. It's Carter. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. 3:25. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to...
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the...
All kinds of running room. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Oklahoma State! And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working.
Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Oklahoma State. The offense is on the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. They'll try the right side. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Makes his connection. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, and also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football.
He caught it! Touchdown, Cowboys! And the punishment has been extended.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. After this, it'll be a wrap. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.